second classic stock catch race here at Snetterton. The final race of the year gets underway on board of Keith Morgan then, who makes a pretty good start. He's going to go through the road in front of him, Andrew Lightfoot there on the right hand side. In front of us now Martin Teaser will go to the inside of him into Richie's. We turn through the corner and Derek Crozier in the Peugeot 205 spins the car towards the barriers then. He's going to be dropped into the back of the pack as we head down towards Montreal. Round the outside of Kaiser was going to come Morgan, he does that, but round the outside of all of them goes Lee Scott, but he glues the car in. He saves it as well when he got a huge star race moment on through Montreal there, so he stays in front of Morgan. But Kaiser stays in front of both of them as they head onto the Bentley Straight for the first time in the 13 minutes plus 1 lap race. The final time of the year in the Demon Tweaks in Yokohama Classic Stock Catch Championship of 2012. We go underneath the bridge down towards Rundle, down a gear, and they're side by side in the front. That's Paul Thorpe going side by side with Andy Philpott. Paul Thorpe gets the better of him, so the Martin Kaiser attached to the back of those as well as they head up into the bomb hole, go on board with Paul Thorpe looking back from his car. You can see Boldy, Andy Philpotts in the number 45 car. Kaiser looking around the outside there, he continues to look. Is he going to go to the inside for Murray's? I think he looks just a bit too far back to do that, and that would be rather a brave thing to do at Murray's. Lee Scott attaches himself now to the back of this battle, and Andrew Lightfoot putting the pressure onto Keith Morgan in that Suzuki Swift GTI on board the Ford Fiesta XR2 of Paul Thorpe. Just starting to break away from Andy Philpotts now. Lee Scott having a look perhaps around the outside of Martin Kaiser as we turn into Richie's. That's not going to happen, not this time anyway. Kaiser drifts a bit wider earlier on than Andy Philpotts did there. Philpotts realised under pressure, having to defend the line. Kaiser goes to the inside, then goes to the outside, late on the brakes. Both of them are, they try and outbrake each other. And Andy Philpotts stays in front of Kaiser. Meanwhile behind it's a move there for Andrew Lightfoot. He goes ahead of Keith Morgan. Aboard with Morgan then as he turns his way off of Chapman Curve and down the Bentley Straight, where there's the stationary car of Alan Dooley in his Ford Fiesta XR2 and early retirement. So 20 cars still circulating the Snetterton 200 circuit. On board with Morgan then, underneath the bridge, into front, behind Andrew Lightfoot, and just drifted a bit wider. That's because Imran Khan makes a move. He is the novice champion for 2012, so him there to gain a position. Back on board with Thorpe. Philpotts still behind, and Kaiser and Scott. So the four of them turn their way onto the centre straight to complete the second lap of the race. At the front, it is Matt Rosier that leads. He will win the championship. He stays in front of Damien Cottrell, who's second. Then Ed Cooper in third. He's just in front of Paul Thorpe. Paul Thorpe, in fact, trying to attack him, going down towards Rich. He's just behind Thorpe in fifth position. Still is Andy Philpotts as Thorpe trying to make his way around the outside of Ed Cooper. That's not happening, not this time anyway. Philpotts looks to the inside very early on to try and now outbrake Paul Thorpe as they turn through the Montreal hairpin. Not able to do that though. Then we turn left through Chapman, knocking one of the corner markers down there. Now Philpotts has a good run here, sitting right in the slipstream of the Ford Fiesta. Can see. And there's Cooper. Cooper loses out. It's up to third, goes Thorpe. Philpotts trying to come on the inside as well. Kaiser going on the inside of Cooper. It's 2 by 2 underneath the bridge, and Kaiser trying to come past Thorpe as well. Philpotts has got that done, so he's into third. He was fifth off the last corner. So into Nelson. Kaiser right, tucked up underneath Paul Thorpe. Then Cooper trying to fight back up on the inside as we head in towards the bomb hole, but Kaiser doesn't allow him to come through. So Cooper, who is third, is now down in sixth. Thorpe stays fourth. Kaiser moves up one into fifth, but the big move, Andy Philpotts, he goes fifth to third, but now Lee Scott goes right round the outside of Ted Cooper, heading through Cora, that gives him the inside for Murray's, and Lee Scott makes that move work as Paul Thorpe runs out wide. Ted Cooper runs out even further. He's got all four wheels on the grass out of Murray's. Now what can Martin Kaiser do? He runs in the slipstream of Paul Thorpe, heading towards Richie's. Past the pit wall we go, and Kaiser using that slipstream to his advantage. He comes round the outside into Richie's. Can he get this done? No, he can't. Paul Thorpe late on the brakes, slides the car through Richards and stays in front. Now Lee Scott on the attack. He comes around the outside of Martin Kayser and he brakes very late on Kayser, and Lee Scott into the back of Paul Thorpe, flipping the car around. Paul Thorpe saves it fantastically, but Lee Scott spins the car onto the grass. So we go on to the Bentley straight. Ted Cooper right behind Paul Thorpe, but Paul Thorpe loses out to Martin Kayser, but it was a fantastic save because the car was facing backwards into Montreal. So he continues, only losing one place there. He should be running 5th now. Kayser up to 4th. Lee Scott falls down the pack. On board now with Imran Khan as we head down towards the bomb hole. So there we go now, down towards Coram, following Andrew Lightfoot, the number 79 car. Imran Khan running in the 57 to the brakes. Andrew Lightfoot gets the car all sideways before turning into Murray's, but he sorts that out. So up across the line they come. Completing that lap. Up on the inside now, Khan tries to make a move, but Andrew Lightfoot late on the brake, stays in front, slides the car around the outside line, stays on the tarmac, stays in front. Now onto the brakes for Montreal. Lightfoot starting to break away. This is the battle for 7th and 8th. Matt Stubbington running in 9th, Keith Morgan in 10th, and Lee Scott in 11th. Now, we're on board with Gregory Dowie as he passes Michael Williamson, who seems to be slow in there, so I wonder he'll be going to retirement. Phil Wilson now starting to come under pressure from Greg Dowie. The two Fiesta XR2s battling there. Back on board this car, and he gets a really good run out of the bomb hole. Looks up on the inside of Andrew Lightfoot, can't get that done, but the two cars nose to tail as they turn through Coram Curve. Back to the battle for 7th position here. And later on the brakes it seemed slightly there was Lightfoot, so he gets it turned in front. A tighter line though from Khan, latches his car onto the back of Lightfoot, and we can tell you there's a change for the lead because Damien Cottrell now leads after a mistake from Matt Roger at Murray's that time through. It's a 3-second lead for Damien Cottrell. This looks good for him now for the championship. It's who never comes better out of him and Rosie. At the moment, Cottrell has got that one. So into Ritchie's again late on the brakes for Andrew Lightfoot. Starts to break away from Imran Khan. Board we can go with the Suzuki Swift of Keith Morgan. He runs a bit wide, and that allows Matt Stubbington to squeeze through and go up into 9th position then as we head on to the Bentley straight. So straight away he managed to pull away. He newly acquired 9th position. Stubbington started last because this is his first weekend race this year. Now we've got a replay on board with Dowie. Lap 1 this is. Lime Rowery in front. Just in front of him was Williams, and losing the car there, Greg Dowie, onto the grass he went. This is lap 1, so he's had to do a recovery drive throughout the race, and we're on board with him now as he turns through Coram. Phil Wilson still just in front. These two have been battling now for about a lap or so. So they turn their way into Murray's then. Wilson still just about in front of Dowie, so power on now, down the Senna straight they go. Just started to break away slightly down the straight here, and down towards Ritchie's. Break for Phil Wilson. Now he follows through the corner. This the battle for 16th and 17th positions. 18 cars still running in the race. Fielding Classic stock catch. Another battle here. This is Keith Morgan being passed now by Lee Scott, who moves up on the inside into Ritchie's and goes up to 10th. Remember, it was a few laps ago where Lee Scott laid on the brakes into Montreal, spun the car, made contact as well with Ford because that was going on. So now Scott recovering, moves into 10th, comes to break away. Keith Morgan, he makes a mistake onto Chapman a bit. Technical red tight because it was wide on the exit of Montreal. Lightfoot now breaks very late for Nelson. Had to slow the car down a bit more than what he would have wanted to there. That's allowed Ed Cooper, who he was catched to once again pull away. They turned their way through the bottom. Wilson and Dowie still together. They come underneath the bridge now then, the two Fiesta XR2s. Turn their way to Nelson. Wilson hits the curb. Momentarily puts the car onto two wheels. Dowie looks to the inside there into Wormhole. Couldn't do that though. So they run nose to tail now down towards the core of the curve. It's now the battle for 15th position because Derek Rozier has headed into retirement. Last couple of laps now of the race. Fiesta there of Phil Wilson. The rear left wheel, the rear inside wheel up in the air through Murray's, past the pit wall, down the centre straight, complete yet another lap. And is Greg Dowie going to think about doing anything into Ritchie's? He moves to the inside line, brakes late up on the inside of Phil Wilson, he goes then, and is he going to gain the position here? He's tight up against the curb, then yes, he comes down wide, so he's got that position done. Lightfoot into Murray, there he lands the brakes, he continues to try and cruise up on Ed Cooper, he runs out wide, all over the grass, slides the car back onto the circuit, 13 minutes are up there, going on to their last lap, and Imran Khan then moves up the position there, he gets ahead of Andrew Lightfoot, also known as Lee Scott, and Lightfoot trying to scrub the buck off his tyres, he weaves the car side to side down the straight. So it is now 7th for Khan, 8th for Scott, 9th for Lightfoot. This battle is going to go to the end. Khan has to defend into Montreal. This is the last lap of the race, the last lap of the season. So 7th, 8th and 9th, and 10th because Stubbington's in there as well. They turn their way through Montreal and Chapman. Khan staying in front for the moment. Stubbington there or thereabouts, second or so down the bike, but he was across the line, so he's going to just have to close him in a little bit if he's going to challenge. Lee Scott round the outside possibly into Brundle. Khan putting the car in the middle of the circuit, far enough in front of Lee Scott to stay in front of the corner, and into Nelson, not that far behind Tim Cooper either they are. For the championship, Damien Cottrell been closed by Matt Rozier, but not by enough. Like saying that, the commentary box here, that Rozier right on the tail now of Damien Cottrell, but that's not going to be good enough. Damien Cottrell's going to win the race, he's going to win the championship. Cooper now under pressure and hard on this last lap. He turned right way through Murray, Lee Scott runs out wide and all wheels over the white line onto the grass he went. He's not going to lose too much momentum there though. So they come up across the line. 6th is going to be side by side. Ed Cooper's just going to beat Imran Khan. 8th goes to Lee Scott and 9th to Andrew Lightfoot. So the race win and the championship goes to Damien Cottrell, who won the race only by 2/10 of a second in the end to Matt Rozier. 3rd went to Martin Kayser. We didn't really see him much once he got past Paul Thorpe, and then he managed to get himself ahead of Andrew Philpotts, who finished in 4th. Damien Cottrell wins the championship by 3 points to Matt Rozier. Paul Thorpe gets 3rd in the championship, Ed Cooper 4th, and Martin Kayser 5th, with Andy Philpott 6th, Derek Rozier in 7th, and Lee Scott, Andrew Lightfoot and Keith Morgan